I decided to record doing my makeup using these gorgeous brushes from Furless Cosmetics and It's Likely Makeup. Her name's Jordi if you don't know her. And if you want to see the general process of how I got this look, hang tight and keep watching. Here we go. I start by prepping my lips with some good old lip balm. Then I'm going to prime with Kat Von D's Lock It Hydrating Primer. Next, I'm doing my foundation routine using Maskcara's 3D foundation and their 30-second hack brush. I like to use my lighter highlight shade in Sunlit first, and I apply that in all the central areas where I want to brighten. Typically under the eyes, on my cheekbones, and down the center of my face. So cute. Then I use my second highlight shade in Amber, which is more of a close skin tone match, and I apply that everywhere else that I didn't previously highlight. I'm also just roughly blending any lines as I go. Now I'm ready to jump in with these babies. I started off with the Pro F4, and I have to say, I could not wait to blend my foundation out with this brush. And it did not disappoint. It blends your foundation to perfection. And it's so soft. Now it's time to go in with contour. I'm using my contour shade in Stone. Again, using the 30-second hack brush to apply. I just can't quit the hack brushes for applying my foundation. Taking the Pro 8E, I'm going to use that to contour my nose. And I'm using the shade Olive for this. And to bring back my nose highlight, I'm just popping in some more Sunlit. And just blend, blend, blend away all the edges. Then going back in with the Pro F4, I'm just blending everything together. And then I don't know what to do with my eyes, but it stays like that pretty much the whole video. So I move on to blush, and I'm using Maskcara's Lip and Cheek in the color Frenchie. I like to apply with my finger and then blend out with a brush, and I've chosen the Pro 2F for this. Then just with whatever's left on my hack brush, I'm going over the edges for extra seamless blend. And I've obviously forgotten my jawline here. All better, and this brush is definitely a new fave. Next, I'm just going to pop on some Mascara Illuminator in Honey. Placing it in all the good highlight spots. Of course. Just brushing my brows into place, and taking the Pro 7M to level up my brows. I often use shadows to fill in and shape my brows, and today I was using Maskcara's eyeshadow in the color Coal. I just love the shade of it. Another brush through with the Pro 1E. Then going in to clean up with the Pro 4M, and I'm not using any extra product, just using what's already on my face. Wrapping up the other brow, I really liked how they turned out. Yes. Then I decided to go in with the Pro 1F, which is a foundation brush. For whatever reason, I decided to use it to set my makeup with powder. But hey, it pressed it into the skin nicely and did the trick just fine. whatever works. And then I went in with an actual powder brush, which is the Pro 3F, and used that to tap away any excess powder. Time for the eyes! Starting with the Pro 7E and going in with Maskcara's Valencia eyeshadow, I'm just going to start by buffing that all over my lid. Next, taking Flutterby from the ColourPop My Little Pony palette, and using that to add in some soft dimension. I'm keeping that color more focused to the outer half of the lid. Now grabbing Zion from Maskcara, I'm using the Pro 4E to pick that up and place it in my crease. And just working that in just past the center of my lid. Taking the Pro 3M, I'm just going to use that to grab the shade COCO from Maskcara and start working that in the outer corners. Just continuing to build up that depth and dimension. Then going over to blend all that together. I still don't know, guys. Ding! Excitedly taking the Pro 2E and the orange from the NYX Ultimate Brights palette, I'm just using that to place all over my lid. Then also taking it on the edges, blending everything together. I remembered that I wanted to do a look incorporating orange for the month of March to represent MS awareness. So if you are MS strong, this one's for you. Now taking the yellow from the Ultimate Brights palette, I'm just using that to add a little bit more color and brighten up the look. Then with the same brush and orange shadow, I'm just taking that and sweeping it along my lower lash line and connecting it to the top. And again with the Pro 4E, I'm just going back in with more Zion. Taking the shade Parallel from the Prism palette, I'm just using a Morphe M507. This is a new brush for me too, so I just wanted to try it out as well. And it turns out that I really love this brush. It works perfectly for my eye shape and size. And I'm just using it to darken up the crease in the outer corner, kind of giving a cat eye effect and also bringing it down my lower lash line. And back in with a fluffy brush for even more blending. And with the M507 again, and all the shades I've been using, I'm pretty much just going to copy and paste what I have from the top to the bottom. Grabbing the Pro 4M again, I'm just going into the My Little Pony palette and grabbing the color Starshine and placing that all over my lid. Back with the Pro 2E, I'm going back to the My Little Pony palette again and grabbing the shade Bluebell to highlight my brow bone with. Next, taking the Pro 6M, I'm just going to take the shade Parallel again and use that as liner. This brush is perfect for shadow lining. Next, taking the little Pro 2M, I'm using Bluebell to highlight my inner corners. Little brushes are my everything. Then once more with the Pro 7E, I'm just lightly going over everything for a final blend. Next, taking a black eye pencil, I'm just using that to tightline the top and the outer corner of my bottom waterline. Try not to do that. Just had to be bothered to grab a Q-tip. And this little spot was stubborn. 1 point to the PIXI liner. After getting all that situated, not sure that it was perfect, but whatever. Also, after all that, don't stab your palette with your fingernail. Now that I'm back on track, I'm taking the Stila Glitter and Glow in Kitten Karma and applying that all over my lid. I'm giving the glittery edges a blend with the Pro 4M, having a glow mint, and moving on to be weird and excited before adding that glitter into my inner corners. Then just giving the shadows a final touch. Next, I'm going in with mascara and having that struggle where my big mirror is too low and the camera is too far, and if I don't get it right, I'm gonna mess up my under eye. So, little compact to the rescue. Time to pick out some lashes, and I went with Ardell 122 Wispies. While the lash glue was drying, I decided to dust on some extra glow from the BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlight Palette, using a mix of Dream and Glow with the Pro 5F. And here I'm just getting my lashes into place. Then moving on with the Pro 6F, I'm getting my bronze on with Maskcara's CAYMAN bronzer all over the contoured areas. Once all the powdering is done, I use a setting spray to set and bring back that fresh glow, focusing on the sides of my face. Now we do lips, and I went in with Urban Decay's Vice Lipstick in Stark Naked, which is one of my favorite nudes. Then I follow up with the Pro 1L to get everything nice and precise. Here I thought I was done, but I looked at the Pro 6E and it spoke to me. I had to put on some faux freckles because how do you use Jordi's brushes and not? And so for my first run with freckles ever, I used mascara, eyeshadow, and basic to do so. And I'm totally gonna start doing these more. I even noticed that I have a little Orion's belt on my face, and I thought that was cute. Adjusting the hair means I'm done. So here is my finished look. I hope you enjoyed this casual talk through. It wasn't really a tutorial, but I hope that you may have picked up some things along the way. I feel like a pretty monarch butterfly now. Bye! Farewell, my people.